Hi everyone, I'm Malin for those of you who don't know me, and today I'm saying good morning from my kitchen that's pretty newly painted and it's meant to be green but it looks pretty blue, but you know, what can you do? I hope you like the new look. Today I'm doing a what I eat in a day, so let's get right into it. Thank you to Nordgren for sponsoring this video. Nordgren is a Copenhagen-based brand that create ethically made watches that are sleek and beautiful and timeless with really good quality. And one thing that I really like about them as well is that you can change the straps really easily. And they offer vegan leather straps, which of course I really appreciate. And they also do nylon straps and mesh straps, so there's lots to choose from. And the fact that they're so customizable and that the face of the watches that they've designed are so timeless and classic means that each piece will last you a really long time. It's something that you can keep for a lifetime. I've personally both tried their Infinity watch and now I'm wearing their Philosopher, which is a little bit more detailed on the face of the watch. So there's something for everyone really. And what I really like most about wearing a watch on my wrist again is that I don't pick up my phone that often. I have said this before, but I think it's such a perk of having an analog watch. So if you know someone around you that's too much on their phone, this is a great Christmas present, I think. And another thing I think is great about Nordgren is that they partner up with NGOs to give back some of the profits they make from selling watches to social and environmental projects. And for Christmas, they are partnering up with Toys for Tots, which is a charitable program in the US. And this means that for every customer purchase, Nordgren and Toys for Tots will donate a toy to a child. So if you use the code TOYS in checkout, if you do buy something from Nordgren, you will participate in this program. And you'll also receive an extra strap for your watch if you do so. I also have a code for you for 15% off your order if you do order something from Nordgren, and you can find all the information linked in the description box. But now let's get into cooking. I would like to say that this is breakfast, but it's probably going to be brunch because it's pretty late in the day. It's a Monday, but I think we'll just pretend that it's a Sunday, okay? And we're gonna do French toast, which is something that Rob always wants to do and I'm always reluctant to do. But I thought it's a nice thing to make now in sort of the festive season. And yeah, it's a yummy breakfast, so why not? And I'm using a recipe that's from my breakfast ebook. It's a free ebook that you get when you sign up to my newsletter, which you can do on my website. So I'll link that down below. And it's pretty easy. It's vegan, of course, so there's no egg in it. I'm just using some chickpea flour. And I'm going to top it with some cinnamon sauteed apples. Rob is a little bit miffed about this. He's not sure that this is going to be yummy, but I think so. Well, we'll just have to see who's right. But yeah, let's get started. was a convert when it came to sauteed apples on the French toast. It was a hit. He also wasn't sure about the vegan yogurt, but that also was a hit, so yay for me. And yeah, it's not quite lunchtime yet, but I'm back in the kitchen because, oh, I should also say we changed the frying pan when we did the French toast. I can't fry things in a not non-stick pan, it seems. It's pancakes, French toast. I just have to do it on a non-stick pan. If you have any tips on how to get things not to stick, please tell me. I'd love to know. Anyways, like I said, I'm back in the kitchen. We're gonna do a fun project. I'm sure many of you know this, but I have an Instagram account where I share a lot of my food creations and little recipes sometimes and stories and, you know, whatever you do on Instagram. But I've never posted a reel or an Instagram TV video or whatever you call them. But yeah, I've never done a reel, and I thought it would be fun to do one. And I'm gonna try it now. I want to make a little stop motion video of putting together a vegan cheese board. It's something I really love to eat. I'm sure many of you do too. And it's perfect for the holiday season, festive season, Christmas, whatever you want to call it. And so I thought this was a good time to do this, to try out making a reel, first time making a stop motion. Why not, right? And yeah, I think I'm just blabbering on. I'm going to use some vegan artisan cheese from a company here in Malin called Casheury. So if you're in Sweden, you can actually order hampers from them to different cities, not just Malmö. So it's worth checking them out. I can link them down below. And yeah, they make aged vegan cheeses from cashews. It's so yummy. I'm looking forward to showing you. I'm also going to use some block cheese and lots of other things that I will show you as well. I'll show you my little setup. I've gone all in, so let's do this. I'm back at the table after my photography session, and I'm definitely ready to eat after working with the food for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. You just want to eat it. But it was really fun to try something new, and yeah, both stop motion is new for me, and also really to put together boards like this is not something I do very often, but I will tell you it's really fun. It's like creating art with food in quite a simple way as well, because you're not cooking it as such, you know, you're just choosing materials, food stuffs, and putting them together in a beautiful pattern. And if you've never made one, I recommend you to try it. It's super fun. And if you want to make one, there are obviously a few things that you need and a few things that I think go really nicely on a cheese board. So first of all, of course, you need some cheese. And for a vegan cheese board, I really think that nut cheeses are lovely because they have a more sort of luxurious feel to them. But on this board I also included like a hard cheese, a vegan hard cheese that I got from the supermarket. So, you know, you just use some variation if you want to. And the other cheeses I have is one is a smoked hickory cheese and the other one is a ramps, so a wild garlic cheese. I'm really looking forward to eating them, like I said. But yeah, you need the cheeses, then you obviously need some crackers, or you could even toast bread quite hard so that it's crunchy, and cut that into smaller pieces and include it. I mean, you could also use some sort of like root crisps or something if you want to go a little bit wild. That's probably not very wild, it's just me being silly. And then it's really nice to have some fruit on there to cut through the like salty, savory cheese. And also some jams or chutneys that you can sort of layer with the cheese as well. So you have like some more sweeter elements, and if you have like like a camembert or a brie, it's quite nice to have something maybe a little bit sharp or a little bit spicy to go with that as well. A vegan camembert or brie, obviously. And then I also included some nuts, which I think is just a nice addition to a snack board like this. Something crunchy, it also has a little bit of that luxurious feeling. And I included some toasted and salted nuts because I think that's nicest to snack on. And then for my final touch was some caper berries, which is bigger capers, which is something that Rob really likes, but you could totally do like olives, of course, and there are lots of other sort of pickled vegetables and like garlic cloves that's been marinated that you could include as well. So it's nice to have like some preserves, the cheese, some crackers, maybe some nuts, definitely some fruit. What I used is grapes, and I used some pomegranate because it just has such a beautiful look to it. It's a little bit difficult to eat, but I guess it's fun to pick them off of there. Otherwise, pear is really nice, or persimmon would be really good. Yeah, I could go on forever talking about this, but yeah, I hope that the reel comes out good, and then you can see it on my Instagram at Good Eatings. We also heated up some soup that was left over, so it's just butternut soup with some lemon and pepper. And now I shall stop talking and start eating. And I'll see you in a bit. Come down to the beach. We thought we'd try to get the last bit of daylight down here. We came here quite late, so it's already pretty dark, but we brought some hot chocolate that we're gonna sit here and drink in the really windy weather. But it's good, it sort of blows the cobwebs out of your mind, and it's a bit of fresh air. There's nothing wrong with that. As you can tell, it's windy. I think you can probably hear that. My eyes are a little bit watering, and as you can hear from walking, my nose is a little bit blocked for some reason. But it's very nice to be out here, and yeah, we're gonna enjoy it. I'm back in the kitchen. It's dinner time. It's thoroughly dark outside. It's winter, so the sun sets so early. I think it sets at like 20 minutes past 3 now, and I live in the very south of Sweden, so I can only imagine how dark it is in the north. I'd love to know what it's like where you live. I'm really curious, so if you want to share with me, you can write it in the comments. Anyways, after a day of quite fantastic food, to be honest, really yummy stuff, I feel like we should eat a little bit more vegetables. So we're gonna do a Buddha bowl or a Nourish bowl or whatever it is that we call it these days. Just very simple, some roasted vegetables, some greens, I'm gonna put some sauerkraut, I have some quinoa cooking, and yeah, I'm also gonna roast some tofu, and it's gonna be really yummy, and I'm gonna actually start by making the sauce. So let's do that. and I think somehow I managed to make this look quite festive. Maybe it's the Brussels sprouts and the pomegranates, but either way, it's gonna be yum, I'm sure. It's got so many different things on here, like you saw. And something I really like about making this type of meal is, first of all, you can use up a lot of stuff in your fridge. Like for example, now we used some hummus that has been sitting in our fridge for a few days that needs to be eaten. And we used sauerkraut that was just sitting in the fridge as well. So you can use lots of things that you don't have to prepare necessarily, like pickled vegetables as well. And another thing that's great is that you can use up little bits and bobs, leftover, fresh vegetables. Maybe you just used half a head of cauliflower or half a head of broccoli, for example, and then you can just roast that up and make it into this type of meal. And on the other hand, what's really nice about this type of meal as well, in my opinion, is that you can make each component, you can make more of it than you will eat, in one go. And then you can combine that with other bits and bobs for a few days going forward, and you have lots of meals with lots of variety. I hope that made sense. I'm a little bit tired. Anyways, we're gonna eat this now and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.